For relationships, you always use round shaped gemstone. For finance, you always use a square shaped gemstone. The other shapes for other purposes in life. And sometimes you can use gemstone for your enhancement of skin as well. For example, somebody has got a lot of pimples, or somebody has a lot of boils, or somebody has got issues with their skin, or somebody is looking very old compared to their age. There are gemstones which can be given. Hello and namaste, and thank you so much for visiting my channel. My name is Kaartik, and please do subscribe and click the bell icon to ensure that whenever we upload a webinar or a video, you are the first ones to know. Thank you so much. Now, what are the gemstones associated with those particular planets? Surya, because it has got that complexion, you remember the darkest sort of maroonish, very, very dark. It is associated with red Graha, which is ruby, or what is called as manik. Whereas Chandra is all about the gemstones associated with, we call it pearl, but pearls are also of different types. Sometimes I give yellow pearl, sometimes I give black pearl, sometimes it is pure white, and sometimes there are different colors of pearl, But generally, as far as branding and other things are concerned, if for Chandra, you can also use orange, okay? Whereas the infrared rays, these are all the rays which are associated and the colors which are associated with it. Okay. Now, when it comes to the gemstones, it is a little different. Okay. You use a certain gemstone to heat yourself, and there are certain gemstones which are to cool themselves. Okay. I've talked about it in detail in the gemstone conference. So it is already there on my YouTube. So you can go ahead and access it. But what I mean to say is topaz is generally Agni gemstone. It is used to heat up the system. So let's say if it's an Agni Rashi gemstone, okay, and it is associated with Sagittarius sign, then Sagittarius is an Agni Rashi. In that case, you can wear something called as topaz, But then let's say within myself, I've got both the gemstones. So there are times when I use the yellow sapphire, there are times or months when I use yellow topaz. Those are higher principles, but currently you can understand that for Pisces you can use yellow sapphire, whereas for Sagittarius you can use topaz. Okay, whereas Venus is all about heating, then you use diamond, especially when relationship is very dull, or marriage has become very cold, there is no intimacy between husband and wife, then diamond works very good. In fact, it is the hardest metal. It is not easy to cut a diamond. Okay. Whereas we use something called as white coral also, and that is used for cooling. If there is too much of Shukra, there is too much of things happening around, then you want to cool down a little. So for those, we use the white coral. Okay. Always understand the odd signs, you should heat them. The even signs, you should cool them. Okay. Here we are talking about the signs, So you understand the difference. Like I gave you the difference between Sagittarius and Pisces. Okay. Rahu, we always use a gemstone called as Gomed. But Gomed should actually be Gaumutra Gomed, which means that it should be yellow like a urine, the color of a urine. Okay, but not when you are sick, light sort of thing, something that Pranab Mukherjee wore, our late president, he expired a couple of days back. But Pranab Da, when he was the finance minister, or where he was the home minister under Manmohan Singh, he used to wear a nice Gaumutra Gomed. Check his pictures, you will see. Okay, whereas Ketu is associated with cat's eye. Okay, so it is very important. You already know that Surya is associated with ruby, Moon is associated with pearl. Within pearl, there are many types of pearl. Okay, if let's say if Saturn, if Moon is being aspected by Jupiter also, or you want to activate a Gajakeshri or a Fame Yoga, then you can give them a South Sea pearl also, which is yellow in color. Else you can wear a pure white color. Nowadays you get black pearl as well, red pearl as well. God knows different types of pearls. Okay, then for Mars you usually use coral. For Mercury you use green emerald. Okay, and there are different shapes as well. In fact, for relationships you always use round shape gemstone. For finance you always use a square shaped gemstone. Okay, and the other shapes for other purposes in life. Okay, and that is majorly the gemstone part of it. And sometimes you can use gemstone for your enhancement of skin as well. For example, somebody has got a lot of pimples, or somebody has a lot of boils, or somebody has got issues with their skin, or somebody is looking very old compared to their age. There are gemstones which can be given. Especially Maharishi has said that if you have Atmakaraka in mercurial Navamsas, then person tends to look younger than his age. Okay, and try this on any chart. You will find out that if the Atmakaraka is either in Virgo or Gemini in Navamsha, the person will look younger than their age. Okay, so this is a very, very powerful secret I have told you. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of Graha Devata. Okay, and importantly the sex of the planet. Okay, now Devata comes from a word called Diva. Diva means light. Okay, so Devata is that who is going to increase the light in a house or in a nakshatra or in that particular aspect of your life. And every Devata is associated with a Graha to an extent where the Devata has an ability to light the Graha or light the house or remedy the Graha or remedy the house. So the Devatas become very, very important. And within Devatas, there are two categories. One is Adi Devata and the other is Pratyadi Devata. Adi Devata is the one before, Pratyadi Devata is the one behind. Okay. Now, I'm giving you a very, very important rule today. Okay. If it is a benefic Graha which needs to be pacified, always use Adi Devata mantras. I repeat, if it is a benefic which needs to be propitiated or remedied, always use Adi Devata. But for example, let's say if it is a malefic, for malefic, you always use Pratyadi Devata for the influence to, for the malefic influence to lessen down and to ensure that it is business as usual. Okay. If a planet is exalted, then it is always the avatar. Okay. For example, if somebody has moon in Taurus, it is Shri Krishna. If I have Mangal or I have Surya in Mesha Rashi in exaltation, that it is none other than Shri Ram himself. Whereas if it is in debility, then it is Mahavidya. Okay, and we'll talk about Mahavidyas in later on, but let us understand the Devi Roop. Mahavidya is nothing but the mother. Okay, and so if a planet is in debility and if you want to do a sort of a remedy, always go for the Mahavidya. Okay, now generally the gender of the planets, you need to know which planet is a male planet, which planet is a female planet, to understand how's it going. Among the planets, Mars, Jupiter and Surya are male planets. And among the Rahu and Ketu, Rahu is the widower, so he's more like the male widow sort of a thing, whereas the two Jala planets, Venus and Moon, are female planets. Emotions, right? That's why they say that women have more emotions, men have less of emotions. Okay, so that is very important. And Ketu is the one that who has no periods. That what do you call a woman who has reached that 50 plus age and is getting a little more cranky. That is Ketu. Whereas Rahu is the male widow who has gone 50 plus and is getting cranky. Who has got no other work to do but sit in the house and just keep harassing everybody else. So that's a very negative Rahu and a negative Ketu, right? Both have become headless. In India, in a colloquial language we say, like Buddha Satya gaya hai. Like, after 60, or this old man is acting as if he has become 60. Satya means 60. It is actually a very, very logical word, which means that after 60, your brain cells are dying. And to a large extent, we all, when we reach that stage, there is a deterioration which is happening. And we will study that when we understand the dashas. How after a certain age, automatically our brain is sort of drilling down. Okay? Whereas Buddha and Shani are neutral. Okay? And hence they are associated with homosexuality. Okay? Shani is the one which is too old to do anything. So he has already reached that level where mind says yes but body says no. Right? But Mercury is somebody who is too young. So though there is a difference, though Mercury and Shani, in a way, one of it cannot do anything, the other one is yet to explore it. And when both of these planets have an impact on the 7th house of Navamsa, then there is a problem with the sexual orientation per se. You understand? So that is what we have for today. And what I'll do is I'll close the recording, and whatever questions you have, in fact, we have some time, so we can take a lot of questions as well. Okay, thank you. Namaste Shivaya. Namaste Jyotisha lovers. Thank you so much for viewing the video. Please do share so more and more thirsty souls can benefit from this free knowledge which is being shared. Also do subscribe, click the bell icon, and all the questions that you have, please mention in the comment section below. Thank you so much, and please keep supporting us.